Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Abdul Momin and I'm from Islamabad, Pakistan. And first of all, I would like to thank all the organizers of the Unequal World Conference to give me such a big opportunity to present a part of my research in front of all of you. Um, so I would like to share my screen so that everyone can see it. Yes, I hope that all of you can watch my stream. Okay, now basically this particular research was titled as the synergistic effect of prebiotics and iron fortificants on hemoglobin and hematocrit levels in iron deficient women of reproductive age. As we know that the current world population is 7.7 billion and it is currently growing at a growth rate of 1.4%, and according to the latest projections the population would touch the figure of 8 billion by the year 2030. And as the population is growing, so are the food requirements are growing as well. And along with the growing food requirements, there are many problems associated with nutrition, specifically micronutrient deficiencies or hidden hunger. That is one major problem across the globe these days, and it has been estimated that approximately 2 billion population worldwide is being affected by the micronutrient deficiencies currently, which is a huge number, and it makes around 25% of the world's population currently, so which is definitely an alarming figure. And this has been designated as one of the leading public health issues worldwide by the World Health Organization. The most common micronutrient deficiencies include those of iron, iodine, zinc, folate, and vitamin A. And interestingly, irrespective of where you come from the globe, whether you are from a developed or a developing or an underdeveloped country, you are definitely affected by the micronutrient deficiencies in one way or the other. There are several consequences associated with micronutrient deficiencies, which include poor health status, stunting, mental retardation, decreased learning abilities, reduced capacity to perform your work, and premature death as well. Any age groups can be affected by micronutrient deficiencies, but infants, under 5 children, women of reproductive age, pregnant and lactating women, and elderly beyond the age of 65 years. These are the age groups which are mostly affected by micronutrient deficiencies. Now, when we talk about specifically iron deficiency, this is recognized as the biggest micronutrient malnutrition worldwide, and iron deficiency exhibits itself most commonly as iron deficiency anemia. Anemia is basically the decreased oxygen carrying capacity of your red blood cells to the tissues. Now, in this particular research, we made use of prebiotics, and to simplify it for you, what is a prebiotic? It is actually a substance which exhibits selective fermentation and moves to the colon to ferment bacteria which are already residing there naturally, thereby improving the host health. So basically, these are some of the food substances which are very, very beneficial for your health. And some of the benefits of prebiotics include prevention of the colon cancer, reduction of cholesterol levels, and thereby reduction of cardiovascular diseases, reduction of inflammatory bowel diseases. Then prebiotics also help you to lose weight, and most importantly, prebiotics have recently been seen as an aid in the absorption of minerals such as iron, calcium, and magnesium. These minerals are very, very important for us. The foods which are good sources of prebiotics include onion, garlic, leeks, chickpeas, lentils, barley, oats, and brawn. And as I have mentioned, that prebiotics have been lately associated with the absorption of minerals such as iron, calcium, and magnesium. The exact mechanism of this increased absorption is still not known, but I would not like to go into the details because of shortage of time. Quickly looking at the global prevalence of iron deficiency, it has been estimated that approximately 50% of all pregnant women worldwide and 56% of pregnant women are anemic, and 50% are iron deficient anemic. Moreover, iron deficiency anemia contributes 2.8 million deaths every year, and this makes approximately 1.5% of the total deaths, which again is a huge number and can be largely prevented through your diet only. Now, the situation is accordingly quite grave in Pakistan as well, where we have approximately 50 to 51% women who have low hemoglobin and low hematocrit levels, and the latest figures have revealed that approximately 42% of the women of reproductive age group in Pakistan are anemic as well. When we talk about the prevention and treatment of iron deficiency anemia, one of the major interventions which we can put in place, as stated by the World Health Organization, is the food fortification. Along with that, we have dietary diversification, iron supplementation, and biofortification. So since this research is particularly focused on food fortification, I would only be emphasizing on this. So fortification is the act of increasing the content of an essential micronutrient. It could be a vitamin or a mineral in a particular food item, so as to improve the nutritional quality of the food and to provide a public health benefit with minimum risk to health. Now, different food products can be used as fortification vehicles, which what we normally use is milk or milk products, breakfast cereals, ready-to-eat cereals. Then we have infant formulas, oils and fats, and most importantly, we can also use cereals such as chapati or wheat to fortify different foods. Cereals are a preferred choice of fortification because in most of the countries, cereals are the staple food. Then their efficiency has been quite good compared to other fortification vehicles. These are also cost effective, and they have got better acceptability. The current research was focused on probing the synergistic effect of two prebiotics, galacto-oligosaccharides and inulin, and two iron fortificants, sodium iron EDTA and ferrous sulfate, on hemoglobin and hematocrit levels in iron deficient women of reproductive age. So we basically conducted a double-blind randomized controlled trial of 12 weeks duration, and we selected university going iron deficient female adults for that. All the willing female adults were included in the study, and those females who were married or who were pregnant or already taking iron or prebiotic supplements, they were excluded from the study. We made 5 groups. There were 15 females in each group, and we chose wheat flour as the fortification vehicle. We prepared fortified wheat to be given to the women on weekly basis. And because consumption of tea or coffee sharply reduces the absorption of iron, so we specifically advised the study participants not to drink tea or coffee within 30 minutes after consumption of the fortified wheat flour. Then we took the blood samples from overnight fasted women after every 4 weeks up to 12 weeks. These were the 5 groups which were made, and hemoglobin and hematocrit were the 2 major parameters which were studied. Statistical analysis was done, and p-value of less than 0.05 was considered as the significant. Level results were presented as means and standard deviations. Because human subjects were involved, so it is very, very important for us to take all the ethical considerations into consideration. So first of all, approval of this research was taken from the Institutional Review Committee for Biomedical Research from University of Veterinary and Animal Sciences, and then this trial was registered at the clinicaltrials.gov, which is the world's largest clinical trials registry database in the USA. Then moreover, informed written consent was taken from all the women. Now, quickly coming to the results of this particular research study, the results showed that in terms of hemoglobin and hematocrit, there were significant variations for group study intervals as well as the interaction between groups and study intervals. So which meant that as the women started taking the prebiotic and iron fortified wheat flour, their hemoglobin and hematocrit levels were improved significantly, which is quite evident from this particular slide, in which I have shown the results of the hemoglobin levels, and in my next slide, which is this one, I have showed my results of for hematocrit levels. So in both the cases, both the parameters were significantly increased in iron deficient women when they started taking iron and prebiotic fortified wheat flour. So our recommendations included that all the stakeholders should be involved to address the problems of micronutrient deficiencies in a developing country such as Pakistan, specifically when we talk about iron deficiency anemia. Also, the government should make it mandatory for all wheat flour mills to employ a qualified nutritionist and start fortifying wheat with iron and prebiotics. Although this has been happening lately, but not to a greater extent. And then more focused research studies definitely need to be planned and undertaken, which can effectively address problems such as iron deficiency anemia in Pakistan as well as worldwide. Now, before concluding my presentation, I would like to emphasize that this is a very, very interesting fact that when we talk about the holistic picture, we are actually growing enough food to feed all the population worldwide. But unfortunately, due to unequal distribution of food or inequitable distribution of food, which is actually on the basis of your need, so we have not been able to feed all the people across the globe on a daily basis. So this is what we really need to do. And hidden hunger or micronutrient deficiencies, definitely this is one of the major public health issues worldwide, which we really need to tackle if we are to improve our nutritional status and our overall health status, because it has been proven from robust scientific research that good nutritional status is one of the most important cornerstones of good health. So if you really want to enjoy good health, you have to have a good and sound nutritional status. So with that, I sum up my presentation. If you have any queries, you can contact me at my email address, which I would be sharing in the chat section right now. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, Dr. Abdul Momin. I must say that this is research that flows under the radar for many of us without medical expertise. But I want to assure you that thanks to this research that people like you do, we live better, our lives improve. So thank you for doing this research in the first place. And I would like to add that I love that word probiotic, means pro-life. It means we share life, we take life to be alive and transmit life. Yeah. So thank you again very much.
Welcome.
And thank you.